Hey everyone, you believe in good news, right? Of course, who doesn't? But sometimes the good news is actually, well, kind of ridiculous. And that's what we're talking about today, ridiculous lawsuits against huge brands. What if I told you that a man once sued Pepsi because they didn't give him a fighter jet? Or that Red Bull lost a lawsuit because people didn't actually grow wings? Even Subway was caught lying about their sandwiches. But the most shocking case involves Nike, where a lawsuit turned deadly. Today we're diving into the world of ridiculous lawsuits against Pepsi, Red Bull, Subway and Nike. Buckle up because this is going to be good, or at least unbelievably crazy. Okay, picture this. It's 1996. You're sipping on a Crystal Pepsi, rocking out to your Discman, and you see this crazy commercial. It's Pepsi's new promotion, Pepsi Points. You collect points by buying Pepsi products, and you can cash them in for sweet prizes. T-shirts, sunglasses, sure, but then they show it. A Harrier fighter jet. The ad said you needed 7 million Pepsi points. Now most people would think, yeah, right, who's going to drink that much Pepsi? But not John Leonard. John saw an opportunity. He found a loophole. You could actually buy Pepsi points for 10 cents each. So John did the math, gathered up his courage, and sent Pepsi a check for $700,000, demanding his jet. Pepsi told John it was a joke, just a funny commercial. But John wasn't laughing. He lawyered up and took them to court, claiming Pepsi's ad was a legally binding contract. The media went wild. But in the end, the court sided with Pepsi. They said no reasonable person would believe they were actually giving away a multi-million-dollar fighter jet. We all know Red Bull's famous slogan, Red Bull gives you wings. But in 2014, a man named Benjamin Carruthers called them out. Literally, he sued Red Bull, claiming he had been a loyal customer for 10 years, chugging that sweet nectar. And guess what? No wings. He claimed Red Bull's marketing was misleading. Red Bull actually lost the lawsuit. They had to pay $13 million to settle. And anyone who had bought Red Bull in the past 10 years could claim $10. But if you think that's wild, just wait till you hear about Subway. Subway, home of the footlong. We've all been there, craving a delicious Italian BMT, picturing that glorious footlong sub. But in 2013, some very observant customers started noticing something fishy, or should I say, not so fishy. They started measuring their footlongs and found that many of them were only 11 inches. A group of hangry customers banded together and sued Subway, claiming they were being cheated out of a whole inch of deliciousness. Subway had to change its policies and actually make sure their footlongs were, well, a foot long. Who knew a missing inch could cause such a stir? But as funny as these lawsuits were, things take a turn for the serious with our next case, Nike. Nike. The name alone conjures up images of athleticism, pushing boundaries, and of course their iconic slogan, just do it. But this story is far from inspiring. It's a stark reminder that even the biggest brands can make mistakes, deadly mistakes. It all started when a man named Nestor Ramirez bought a pair of Nike Air sneakers. You know the ones, those iconic shoes with the air-filled pouch in the sole for extra comfort. But tragically, something went terribly wrong. One day, as Ramirez was walking, the air pouch in his shoe exploded. He lost his balance, fell, and suffered a severe head injury. He later passed away from his injuries. His family, devastated, took Nike to court, arguing that the shoes were defective and dangerous. The court found in favor of Ramirez's family, and Nike had to pay millions in compensation. It's a heart-wrenching story, a reminder that even behind the biggest brands, there are human lives at stake. Wow, we covered a lot of ground today, from fighter jets to footlongs and even a tragic accident. So, which of these lawsuits do you think was the most shocking? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this wild ride through the world of ridiculous lawsuits, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed and stay out of court.